Hello, everybody. This is Brother Portillo, ready to tell you another Bible story. And today we are going to be talking about how God created man. Remember last week we started with a new unit, and it started in the beginning where God created everything in 6 days, and in seven he rested. So today we're going to start off in Genesis chapter 2, verses 4 through 24. And it starts out like this. When God created the heavens and the earth, at first there were no shrubs or plants growing because God had not yet made it rain, and there was no one to care for the land. So God made a mist of water come out of the ground to water the entire surface of the land. After that, God formed man out of the dust from the ground. He breathed the breath of life into him, and the man became a living creature. Then God made a garden in a place called Eden. He put the man there and gave him the garden to work it and watch over it. God made beautiful trees grow that were good for food. In the middle of the garden, he also placed the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The man was allowed to eat from any tree in the garden, but God commanded him not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He warned the man that if he ate from that tree, he would certainly die. God looked at the man and said, "It is not good for you to be alone." Then God made every wild animal and every bird in the sky. He brought them all to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called the living creature would be its name. Among the animals, the man still did not have a good helper. So God caused a deep sleep to come over the man. While he slept, God took one of the man's ribs and used it to form woman. When God brought the woman to the man said, "At last, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. I will call her woman because she was taken from man." This is the reason a man leaves his father and mother and marries his wife. All right. So here's where God creates man, and he already had a plan. He already knew everything that was going to happen to mankind. And but in this one, in this story, we're going to focus on why he created man. It tells us in the story that he also created a garden in Eden. And in that garden, I'm sure it was beautiful. I mean, it was perfect. He made the trees of fruit, and but it also says that in the middle of the garden, he had a tree, and he told them, "Hey, you can eat of all the trees except one, that one, the tree of good and evil. Do not eat from that one." And he warned him, "The day that you eat from it, you will certainly die." So, as God gave this job to Adam to look over the garden, to take care of it, he also gave him another job, and that was to name all the animals. So God brought all the animals to Adam, and as they went by, "You're a chicken, you're a turkey, and you're a cow, you're an elephant." He started naming every single animal and bird. All right. So imagine that. Now, as Adam saw all the animals, they were paired. A rooster and a chicken, a cow and a bull. So Adam was by himself. He didn't have someone like him, and God saw that. So that's where we're going to have our first operation. God operated on Adam, and he made him to go to sleep, and he took a rib from Adam and formed the woman, and at last he meets up with her, and Adam's happy now, right? So let's go ahead and go over our verse. Remember, this is going to be our weekly verse for today. Psalm 139:14. I will praise you because I have been remarkably and wondrously made. Your works are wondrous, and I know this very well. Psalm 139:14. All right. So let's go over some questions. What did God use to create the man? Do you remember what did God use? Did he make a tree or what? No, he used the dust from the ground and he formed them and he breathed into him and bam, there's Adam right there. That's how God made him from the dirt. Okay. So then our second question would be, what was man's assignment in the garden? What was his job? Remember? Well, his job was to take care of the garden and watch over it. Remember that? So why did God make woman? Why did God make a woman? Remember? Because Adam was by himself and he needed a helper. All right. So he made Adam to fall asleep and operated on him, took a rib from him and put it on the ground, and he formed a woman. And so Adam's happy now. Okay. Now, that's our story for today. Remember, we are still in the middle of this virus. Continue to pray. Remember, wash your hands and cough into your elbow or into your shirt. And always remember, Brother Portillo loves you and misses you. And hopefully we can see each other soon. All right. Bye-bye.